How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, they sure don't make them like they used to. The Swiffer broke the second time I used it. I just clearly don't know my own strength when I'm Swiffering. I'm over at the laundromat right now doing a load. Everybody just calm down. I figured it would be a good time to fix this guy up. The package says sets in 10 seconds, which is bullshit, because it's been well over a minute and I've had to reapply. So I'm going to hold it here for a little bit longer and we'll see. But I also picked up some Gorilla Tape to go to wrap around the handle as well, because I thought that this might happen. So I'm back in the bus today, as you can see, and I'm still sort of figuring everything out, balancing my life, decisions as I do. And after laundry, I hope to do a few things today around the bus to sort of tidy it up with what I have on hand. So we'll see. Plus, I need to get down to Fish Creek Park and use the generator a little bit, because bus sat for 48 hours with the heater going, because the big fat putty tat has been in here full time. And after I woke up this morning, I was sitting here having my coffee with Amber, and first thing I noticed was that the display on the Glacier, the EcoFlow fridge that I have, started flashing error 2007 on and off intermittently, which I thought was weird. Then the diesel heater kicked off and gave error 1, and that's when I realized that the house battery was down to 10 point something volts. So there was no solar out to charge the house battery, and I didn't turn the Jackery on to activate the trickle charger to charge the house batteries, and I hadn't driven the bus in a while. So that whole system there will have to be attended to eventually. I might do some of that today. I've got my big 26 amp. Can you see it? Yeah, there it is, that big gray brick right there. That's that old charger out of Lucky. I haven't pulled the trigger on the deal with Lead Time yet to get the lithium, or LifePo 4 battery, I should say. But I probably will. For now, though, we're dealing with a sealed battery in there, and it is what it is. And it's really nice to see that Crazy Glue works as advertised. Why is everything crap these days? It's such a frustrating waste of money when you buy something like that. It works great on my skin. My nail is glued to the tip of my finger, so thank you. But the simple plastic on the Swiffer mop, no, nada. All right, anyway, let's just wrap it up. Spend much more time farting around with this stuff. It would have been cheaper to just buy a new mop. And that is just so depressing with how much of a disposable society we live in. Oi! All right, treat it like a hockey stick. There. It's not perfect. A little wiggly, but it's solid. What was it that Red Green used to say? Keep your stick on the ice. So yeah, anyway, all systems are go now. We got the 10 amp NOCO charging away, and it is plugged in right up here to the Jackery, and everything is better. We still got, you can see we've got the error flashing battery symbol on the diesel heater. But yeah, this sucker was down to, I think it was like 10.7 or some nonsense, which if you don't know much about 12 volt batteries, is not a good thing at all for those batteries. So getting everything straightened out here. And I guess that's just something I'm gonna have to remember, right? With Lucky, I don't know. I guess maybe there's a little bit more power draw in here and everything. I'm not sure, but I also drive Lucky around a lot more. That charges faster, this, that, and the other thing. And plus Lucky's got 300 watts of solar kind of on her roof that keeps her going. So all things to keep in mind. Yes, that's a loofah. I gotta scrub my pits with something. We've got a few minutes left on the timer. Let's come back here and see the putty tat. This is nice doing the bedding and the laundry and whatnot. You just take everything and shove it all up here, the pillows and whatnot that you're not washing. Oh, I said a few minutes, but our timer is going off already. All right, we'll be right there. Don't you fret. Yes, I know. I can't tease you like that. I can't just throw the bag beside you and not give you some, huh? Oh, is that what you want? No, it's a little bit more barren down here, isn't it? Are you ready? Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Oh, I've always born ready. Good girl. What do you think of the bigger space, huh? What's your opinion on a bus? I don't really think you give a tiny rat's ass, as long as treats are involved. All right, one more, and then I gotta go put the laundry in the dryer. Ready? Come get it. Come get it. Oh, so ferocious. So ferocious. Yes, I'm still rocking my shark tattoo from the Pirate Princess. Hello, you. I'm back. No. Hold our laundry bag. Huh. Oh, it's chillier out here than it looks, or than it was an hour ago. Put on the jacket, make myself a little bit more comfortable. So now I want to check inside here, and I mean, we've seen in here plenty of times before just how much of a rat's nest the wiring is. But I've also been saying it's not as daunting as it appears. Ugh. All right. It's not. Trust me. This might look really intimidating, but it's actually very straightforward, and a lot of this is excess. Like, this is just the Jackery charge cable that could go out of our way for the time being. What I want to do is I want to replace this little 10 amp guy who's charging away right now with that 26 amp. Right now, this guy is just on these alligator clips attached to the battery, which is fine, but in normal applications, it's not the smartest setup, right? It's not the safest either. Hey. Oh, hello. How are you? Yeah, you getting a whiff of the outside? It's a little chilly out here. Stay in there where it's nice and dry. It's all sorts of yuck here. Why the hell did I park in the one puddle? Well, I guess it's not the one puddle, but it's definitely the largest and wettest. Yeesh. Anyway, it's not always the safest setup having the alligator clips like this. The nice thing about the Nocos is when they pop off, like, I'm gonna remove the negative, and what we should see is that light turn itself off. Yeah, see? So as soon as one of these connections comes off, the safety built-in feature, the built-in safety feature kicks in. So we're good there. So we can remove those, get the positive one out of there as well. I think this one is this one hardwired in? Oh yeah, it is. They are wired in down here in the bus bars. So that's actually where I could put this, I suppose. Do these just pop off? These little protectors? They sure do. And then we've got socket heads there. Okay, so what I would do here in this case is just replace this little 4 amp guy with the 26 amp, because he's got the little eyelets just like that. Actually, oh no, I was gonna say maybe I can just unplug it, because the Noco has that quick release feature, but no, not on these models. So I am going to zip those off. Maybe. Do I have I have wrenches. Perfect. Yeah, we'll zip those off and we'll get that 26 amp guy put in here. If you don't know, the nice thing about these bus bars, the positive and the negative, is they allow us to add things to the battery without losing power to the rest of the system. So like on these bus bars, whoever put this in, on one of these posts, because each bus bar has, in this case, 5 posts. Nice. The charger terminals are taking up 1 post each, so no other accessories are connected, so nothing else in the house will get disturbed when we remove these. There is our negative. Leave the head up there. Reach back to the positive. It's a little further back. One other little quality of life thing I could do today, we could actually mount this Bluetooth transmitter up so it's not just, you know, dangling. Start to get some control in this chaos in here. Oops, that's the wrong one. That's not what I want to loosen. These connections are quite loose, though. So I'm going to have to address all of that as well. One thing at a time, darling. One thing at a time. All right. That off. That down. And our little 4 amp trickle charger is free. Bye-bye. Okay, before I start slapping that other charger back in here, as an example of why this isn't easy to clean up right now, is this is the fuse box. There's a lot of connections on here. This will be what's running a lot of the devices in the bus. In a previous video, I attached this one, which was my Glacier refrigerator, which is right up here, right? But everything else, I'm not 100% sure what it is. I know we've got the diesel heater will be one, the lights in the bus will be others, and I would love to get this up because it's just flopping around down here. But as you can see, the main power lines that power the fuse box, which also come off of the bus bars, right? It says each power source needs a positive and a negative. So that big, thick red cable right here, this one runs up there, and then it's negative, runs here from the bus bar to it, and that's what gives the fuse box power. Those cables are very short. Very, very short. So that's going to take a little bit more elbow grease to move it, and where, I mean, there's a perfect place for it. It goes right there. Oops, you can't even see me point at that because camera angles, but if we took this and just mounted it right up here, you'd have easy access at it. You could see all the fuses. It'd be way easier to work on than this setup. All of this excess wire is for my fridge. It also needs to be cut out, but I'm not going to make that call right now because who knows? It might be moving back into Lucky soon. All right, let's get that bigger charger here. I mean, like, the only reason I'm doing this is everything else was working fine. Everything was charging. It wasn't a problem. Like, I literally just want to do this because I'm waiting for my laundry to finish. But it's bigger, and there's pros and cons to this, right? So this should help the battery charge faster. That's about the only con. The downside is it's absolutely huge. It's going to take up way more room back here. It's also louder. It has a built-in fan, and that's about it, right? But let's get her wired in and see how she do. Should be super simple. I can already tell right now the perfect setup for this, if it was going to be the like a permanent solution, would be to drill a hole under here, which the Jackery's sitting on top of there, so that the plug-in could just run up straight to the front of that unit. Or conversely, if you had a unit like my EcoFlow and the plugs are on the back hole here, so this cable can come up. And then this whole big sucker would just get mounted right there, right? And that fits, it almost fits perfectly too. But for now, we're not gonna bother with the mounting up of it. This is what I was talking about, the quick release that's on the big 26 amp guy. You can just do this, right? And then this is the cable that runs to the charger. Just put that aside for now. And then we've just got this, which is the quick release, and the two eyelets that need to get attached to the bus bars. There we go. Those are nice and tight now. We're not going to fart around with these connections any more than that, so we will just slap these little covers back on. And for those that are curious, these little posts here, the red and black bus bars, these are exactly the same as those rectangular boxes in Lucky's power system. Same idea. Okay, so those are nice and tight. We should be good to go now. All right, I just gotta go plug this into the Jackery, and this guy should come to life right away. Might be in the standby mode. I mean, it should be in the standby mode when I first plug it in, but let's find out. Plug that guy in there. Yep, standby mode. You might not even be able to see that, but there's a little orange light on the power there. So we are going to turn this on, flip it around this way. We're just going to set it to 12 volt normal, I guess, because I don't think this is an AGM battery. It's just a sealed battery as far as I know. So turn her on. I bet you won't turn on unless I actually connect the quick release. That makes a lot of sense. All right, now we're plugged in. Oh, it immediately goes to lithium, which is not what we want, but that's what it was on. So now we're going to switch over to, go through all this stuff, bring it down to 12 volt normal. And I'm curious to see, once this starts charging, how many more watts it will use. There you can, I don't know if you can hear that, but the fan kicked on. I'm just going to spin this around the other way, because the fan's actually, where's the fan? Oh, the fan's right here. Excellent. Okay, put that there just because it's the way the wires run. Let's go see how much he's taken out of the Jackery. All right, let's come in here, turn on the screen. And we got, oh, so far only 76. Interesting. I'm going to monitor that because the 10 amp, once it's up there and charging, it could, never mind, it's 161 now, which is closer to what the 10 amp does. So I kind of expect double out of this one. I should see at least 320 watts being used once it gets up to full snuff, but we shall see. Right now, oh, there we go. It's creeping up there, 208 watts. Excellent. Ooh, that didn't take long. Jumped up to 424 watts. Excellent. I guess it would be more than that because 320 would just be 20 amps, and this is 26. And we can see the progress it's making charging the battery up here. That 10 amp was on a lot this morning, so I didn't expect it to be completely dead. So saying it's almost at 50%, probably pretty accurate. So here we go. We got a little bit more of a permanent trickle charger solution for the time being. Let's see, what's my timer at? I got, 7.5 minutes before my dry cycle's done. Then we'll probably get out of here and go find a place to turn on the generator so I can top the Jackery and my EcoFlow up, as I do. Loving that gas generator, not gonna lie. And then I'm hoping to get this installed as well. Right, so this is a shoreline plug, and if you missed the video where we showed it off, I'll show you later like where the shoreline currently exists on the bus. But this came with the bus, so I figured I'd slap her in, provided I have self-tapping screws somewhere. I think I do. I'm pretty sure there's a bowl of screws somewhere in the bus.
Had me in your possession, had you swimming inside my affection, but with you I came second, so I cut off the the connection. And now you're calling me, holding your heart there inside your hands. You say I'm where you wanna be, but you're out of chances. No, you don't get to come back, crying over the love that you had. Maybe next time, maybe next time, you'll hold on to what you have. No, you don't get to show up, teary-eyed saying I'm all you want. Maybe next time, maybe next time, you won't sleep on a good love. Keep on talking, but I'm already gone. You had your shot, but you went about it all wrong. Tried to pull you in close, eyes were locked on your phone. Now you're sour, cause I'm moving on. Oh, you're showing up at my door, holding your heart there inside your hands. Baby, I could have been all yours, but you're out.
As you can see, I still haven't really stocked my fridge with food, and there is a microwave in the back. So I figured, why not give it a shot once we get down to Fish Creek Park? I don't know if the Jackery will be enough to power the microwave or not. Well, we're gonna find out. Kind of hope so, otherwise I just waste money. But it is what it is. We gotta do it quick because my fridge is not set to freezer mode right now. Yeah, that's all there is to that. Well, finally. Super strange. I have no idea why. Well, I mean, I know why the generator out there, the gas one, was because the Jackery kept trying to charge up to 1400 watts, and every time it would get to like 1450, it would cut power from the generator, and that would what caused the generator to keep making noises and noises and noises. So I had to go into the Jackery app here and switch it over to quiet charging mode, because fast charging mode would not work. I don't know. That's a 2500 watt gas generator. It should be fine. I had it working yesterday going higher, not today. But Jackery's also a pain in the ass because the Bluetooth would keep disconnecting. I am an EcoFlow guy through and through for sure. Anyway, since this is the case and this is now charging, well, slowly, I'm actually going to plug the microwave into my EcoFlow back here, and we're going to make us some food. Hopefully it should work. I believe I was told that the Jackery worked fine. If the Jackery worked, the EcoFlow will work, and it worked. The microwave worked better than the air fryer in that regard. So let's give it a go and have some buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Okay, let's get out of the Jackery app, go into the EcoFlow app. We've got it plugged in. We've got power to the microwave here. Let's get us our, what is it, Crave meal? Ew. I'm not usually a big fan of microwave meals, but I mean, when in Rome. Remove tray from outer carton. Is that the box? Is that a fancy way of saying the box this shit came in? Well, that looks just all sorts of art project-y. Yikes! Pull back corner of film to vent. Just the corner. Cook on high for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh boy. All right, you are vented. 3 minutes and 30. Wait. I hate microwaves that are like that. I just want to put the time. I don't want to express cook shit. Time cook. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Power. How do I make 9? Whoops. What the heck? That must be high. Okay. And see how fast the EcoFlow freaks out. Go. Ooh, it jumped up there real high. 1200 watts, that's it? That's not so bad. Look at you go. Make me a microwave meal. Stir it and then cook more for 2 minutes and 30 seconds and then let it stand in the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes. Man, it's supposed to be faster than this. All right, while we wait for that to cook in the microwave, I'm curious. So this is still on quiet mode, right? This is the other reason that Jackery's not so great, because you only have 2 options, right? You can change between quiet charging mode, which we are in, or fast charging mode. That's it. You can't set the wattage like you can on the EcoFlow. Now that it's been running for a while, whoops, don't tab out of it, my goodness. All right, now that it's been running for a while, let's try switching it back to fast charge and see what happens. So right now it's at 540 watts. Tap into fast charge mode. Oh, drops it down to 345 watts. Okay, we're climbing. Okay, there we go. You can hear the gas Jenny outside kicking up. Okay. All right, 1,000 watts. This is better. Okay, maybe that's all I needed to do was just, yeah, 1,200. Okay. 13, almost 1,400 watts. And up. And it kicked the gen. No. So what? And then it's going to try again. This is right up to 1,400 and it can't do it. So what's that all about? I don't know. Anyway, let's change it back to quiet mode, I guess. Because some charging is better than no charging. I wonder if that 2,500 watts on the gas Jenny is just like surge capacity. Like when something needs a burst of energy just to get started, but it can't sustain it at 14. It's also really strange because yesterday or not yesterday, but the day before, it doesn't matter. The last time I charged the Jackery, I was on fast charging mode, and it's like the gas Jenny said, I'll handle this, and it had it right around 1,000 watts or so, or maybe a little bit higher, but it never tried to go any higher. These things need to talk to each other better. It's bullshit. Oh my God, what's going on with the microwave now? It just, there's no way it's only been going for 30 seconds or whatever. That's ridiculous. Hello? I can't anything just be normal. No, clear. Time cook. I don't know, that was at least 2 minutes. Go minute 50. Start. Why did you restart yourself? The AI is taking over! Regardless of the microwave having a mind of its own, so far we've used 5% of the EcoFlow. It was at 80 when I started. I'm assuming we'll probably take about 10% by the time this is all said and done. That's my guess. We get right down to 70. Let's pop this bad boy out. Open up our seal. Ooh, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Give it a stir. Nice and stirred. Put the film back on with this little vent. Who ever thought that you needed blue cheese with spicy buffalo chicken was an idiot. Yuck. What, 2.5? Time cook. Go. Nasty. Ooh, looks like I'm going to be close, but not quite, which is good. I came in under. My new guess is 9%. Nailed it. All right, that needs to rest for a few minutes, and I don't know, somebody might be like, well, maybe you have the generator on eco mode. I don't, I have it turned off. But now that we're charging slowly, let's turn it back on. There we go. Use a little less gas maybe, and it should still be charging at that 500 watts, no problem. Let's see, yep, there you go. So, go to eco mode on the gas Jenny, got nothing to do with it. Get your poop in a group, Jackery. Yeah. Have to make sure to charge up to EcoFlow before we leave as well, because I don't like it getting down there to 71%. All right, how are you looking? Are you edible yet? You nasty little meal. I will say, it's cool. The idea, I mean, that's awesome. 9% power, I made myself a meal. All off grid. There's something to be said for that, for sure. Like I said, I've never been a huge microwave guy, but being able to make, like, say, a bag of popcorn in there, that's pretty cool too. All right. Not sponsored by this nonsense. For a dude in the park in an RV with a microwave and a couple generators, it'll do. Bone apple tits. And the dishes were very simple to do as well. They just at work. Thank you, vinegar and paper towel. I am now out of paper towel in here, so let's not make a mess of anything. All right, I want to go outside. Actually, I've got to pull that bowl of screws and who's-its and what's-its out. I think there's a hole saw in there. Hopefully it's the right size for that Noco shoreline plug. Before anything, though, I don't know what it is. I've just been sleeping funny a lot lately. Not everybody, just calm down. But I've been waking up with a very sore neck every day for what feels like the last 2 weeks or so. And so I know it's not just my pillows. When I was at my parents' visiting them over the holidays, when I was in the hotel with my little girl. I guess I just get my body into some sort of twisted, contorted position, and I wake up and I just My neck is very upset with me. Damn, I'm gonna have to order more pads for the tens machine, which is what this is all leading towards. I want to slap that onto my neck before I do anything else. So I've got this awesome little wireless tens machine. It is that brand, AccuRelief. As far as I know, it's from Amazon. It was sent to me by one of my incredible supporters. Thank you very much. It's still helping me to this day. And yeah, I'm gonna slap this on my neck because, you know, quality content. Quality content. Oh, right there. That's where it hurts. Get it down in there. And maybe over to this side. There. Turn it on. Turn on the remote. Let's select neck because it's on my neck. Portable massage. All right. Bowl of screws. No, it's a bowl of a whole bunch of shit. This might be a no-go. There is a hole saw in here. It is 2 1/8, and as far as I know, you need a 2-inch hole saw, which I have in Lucky, but not in a bus. I gotta go grab that Noco charger. Hang on. How you doing, Pac-Man? Charging away. I appreciate that. Pac-Man can only handle 500 watts for the Jackery. Okay, so this is it. This is the 1 1. Oh, it could still work. It's hard to tell. But I thought it was only 2 inches, but this almost seems perfect. I wonder if I can get. Ooh, there you go. If I can get this little rubber gasket off. There we go. So now we know that that circumference, the inner circumference, is the plug. Hold this up. That's pretty damn perfect. So this should work. No problem. Oh, sad day. Never mind. The only there's no drill in here. This is the only thing there is. It's an impact driver, and the bit of the hole saw doesn't fit in that attachment, nor does it fit straight into this when it's on. And there's nothing else in this little kit that will fit on that. So no way to grab this to spin it fast enough to make the hole that we will require. So we're going to have to put a pin in this for another day. I do have a drill in Lucky. We're down here and we're getting our power needs sorted out, so we're not going to worry about that today. What we can do is I can show you where the heck this is all, what I'm talking about. So let's come out here real quick. Hello again, Pac-Man. You're doing great. Okay, so the shoreline plugs, there's actually 2 of them. If we come down here, we'll see right there. There's 2 extension cords, right? One runs to a power bar and is supposed to power strictly the microwave when you're on shore power. The other one runs to a second power bar inside the power area here in the double doors. And it's that one specifically that I would want to attach to the Noco plug. And then I would just drill the hole like right through here. And then this is nothing. That sounds like fiberglass, for gosh sakes. So it won't take much to get through this, but it's way easier than having to get down on the ground to grab onto these power cables when you want to plug in at a campground or whatever, right? You'll just go from here, whoop, to here. And then you can just, One day. Okay, the Jackery is at 85%. I'm gonna try and do a little bit more better time management here. So it's still charging at 500 watts. My plan was to wait until it was full and then switch the EcoFlow over because I only have it plugged in straight to the Jackery here. But if we open this all up, let's see if there is, because I think this is one of the shorelines, this yellow bar here, right? Because it's plugged into the end of this black extension cord here. So if I unplug that, and then let's unplug the Jackery to pause its charging for a second. There we go, right? This is the plug from the gas generator from Pac-Man. We'll plug this yellow strip bar into here. Okay, then we get power there. You can see by the red light. Plug the Jackery into here. Right, there we go. In a few minutes, or not even minutes, in a few seconds, Pac-Man should kick back up. And then I've got the EcoFlow up here and its cable here. But what I want to do first is we don't want to blow Pac-Man up because that would just be no good for anybody. Let's go into our settings here. And since EcoFlow is superior, we can change this. So we know that this generator tends to kick off around 1400, right? So if the Jackery's around 500, let's go, let's say 7. If we charge the EcoFlow at 7, that's 1200 watts that it will be demanding out of Pac-Man. Let's see if this works. Untwist our EcoFlow cord here. Let's plug it in here. see if it starts charging. Should see something change on the input soon. Yeah, Pac-Man's making more noise. So it's kicking up there. Let's go make sure the Jackery, which its Bluetooth connection has already kicked off my phone, can't connect anymore. What a pain in the butt. It's still doing its 550, let's say. And this is right under 7. So there we go. Now we got the gas-powered Pac-Man powering up both the solar generators without nary amount of solar in the sky. Look, we got some land fly fishermen, I guess, doing something. We're all doing something down here. I don't think they're fly fishing. I think they're playing with a frisbee. I just saw somebody whip something real far. The nice thing about this is once the Jackery's done, then I'll be able to bump up the power on the EcoFlow. While we wait for that, the bus is also quite thirsty when it comes to its source of heat. So let's come down. Oh, I might not be able to do this with the doors open. We're gonna have to close up shop a bit more. Latch it, nice. And then we open up this door. Ah, it's not gonna reach. All right, this is gonna take some finagling. They heard me talking about them. They're out of here. I have no idea what they're doing. Anyway, okay, diesel. All right, let's see if I can get this to work like this. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Oh yeah, she's a little empty. This is still not the most ideal system, but all things in good time. There's my jerry can of diesel. Hi Penny, how are you? I think I stuffed this behind the garbage can. I sure did. Come here, you. Yikes. It's a very slippery spot I chose today. With the way this is set up, I've noticed that the heater can run for, well, it hasn't run out of gas, so definitely 48 hours on about 15 to 16 degrees Celsius with a few spouts of 20 degrees Celsius in there, for those that are wondering. Those are my scientific findings. It's not my most favorite thing in the world doing this, but it's not the end of the world either, and it's actually something that kind of becomes, I don't know if fun's the right word, but it's something. Because obviously I still have to do this in Lucky. Lucky's just got a bigger tank, so she lasts a little longer, but I don't know. It's one of those appealing things of van life, because it's still cheaper than paying like NMAX or whoever the hell provides you heat in the United States of America. It's another reason this bottle needs to be replaced though, because it's all dented because it was invented properly at one point. So the neck here where the cap goes on is actually at a bit of an angle. So you have to be careful when you're spinning the cap on that it's actually seating down properly. I've just done it loosely before and I'm like, oh, that went on real simple. Then you look at it closely and the lid's actually at an angle like this and a whole bunch of diesel would come sloshing out if you weren't careful. Didn't happen this time. We good. Diesel restock completed. Okay, well, we got some time to kill while we wait for the power to finish distributing itself amongst all of the generators. It's kind of really silly when you think about it, but it's also so fun when you're built like me. So I'm planning on doing a live stream tonight, the day that I'm filming this. That's what I'm currently planning on doing tonight. So I'm gonna make the thumbnail for that live, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do it from the bus. So I don't know, sitting here maybe in front of the window, maybe that'll be a nice thumbnail, and we'll drop it into the computer and add some text and get it all ready to go live. So first and foremost, I'm gonna set my camera up here. So this is not easy. Okay, what's a good pose gonna be? Grab your TENS machine remote, put it in your lap, sit here, and look happy about it. Yeah, and that was open mouth, so I don't think it's gonna be a good one. Move this over a little bit. Let's see how that did. Too high. Lower it down. Maybe we can just do it from here. Maybe it doesn't need to be so far away. It's not as grabbing, but at least there's a window here. There's not as much going on. Tuck yourself over. Cheese! This is the nonsense I get up to. Now I just want to quickly edit that into a 16:9 crop to make sure it'll fit the firm factor. What a grinny dork. Yeah, you know, I'm not getting enough sense of the bus, you know? Like, it's literally just me by a window. I could be anywhere. Try again. Let's try it with with the selfie camera. The selfie camera on phones is not as sharp as the rear-facing cameras, but it definitely makes it easier to see yourself when you're doing stuff like this, at least in my experience. So now we're getting a little bit more of the room, maybe a little bit too much of that side of the room. You can see you. What's the story of my life? We got a Ryobi vacuum on the seat. Take that out of the shot. This is the kind of stuff where like it doesn't really matter because it's van life and there's crap everywhere all the time. But as someone who has a background, well, a little bit of a background in photography, this stuff sort of like matters to me. Okay, I'm also blind AF. I can't see squat from here. Okay, that's not too bad. There's a lot of stuff going on up top. Plus there's a set of blue jeans hanging because they didn't dry in the allotted time. Trip open a grope blue jeans. That's not so bad. I guess I could open up the curtain more, maybe? Do it like this. There we go. How's that? Back here, it's all wobbly, I'm sure, for you because I'm walking around, but yeah, we're gonna have to crop that in. So because we're gonna crop in, it's probably gonna take off some of the bottom. So let's get rid of some of that headroom by lowering this. It's a little bit better. Get rid of this bloody remote. Get out of my life. Okay, let's try it. 10 seconds on the clock. All right. It's a live stream. Let's hang out. It is what it is. What were my hands doing? Okay, so I finally landed on a bloody photo here. Just absolutely ridiculous. Way too long. My necklaces are off my neck right now because I actually moved the tens machine higher on my neck. It's actually shaking me. I might have it set a little too high. But bear with me. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna airdrop this quickly edited photo. I did it in Lightroom on the app on my phone. Just gonna share this to my MacBook so that it drops down in here. Whoops, that's the, there we go. There we go. Don't drop it to the phone that you're recording on. That's ill-advised. So now that we got that image, we will drop it in here in Photoshop. Bring that layer down below the banner and everything, but above the last image. And now we just need to change the font. So I don't know what do we got. Ooh, I got an idea. This is kind of what I wanted to call this one. So we're gonna move this over here for now. I like this live. We'll keep that up here, and then we'll go live from the bus. I was also thinking of potentially just having fun and doing it like this and going and space, because I might actually try using Starlink tonight. So we'll leave that there for now. This might be the thumbnail I go with, but that is simple. Then I just export that to my desktop and we are good to go. I might tweak it a little bit. This is how high up I have the pads now on either side of my neck. Oh, don't. It's also raining right now. Like, is it January or not? It's raining and there's a bunch of snow on the ground. Ridiculous. Is the generator all right in the rain? Pac-Man? All right, I gussied it up a little bit instead of making it all wordy. And now, for those that are familiar with Photoshop, or even for those that aren't familiar with Photoshop, this is what we have going on right now, right? Vanlife Plus in space! So clever. SpaceX, Starlink, ha ha ha. And then live from the bus. And then when I get settled down tonight, if my speed test on Starlink from wherever I am aren't fast enough, before I post this, I can just go over here to my layers and just click this eyeball and just turn that off. And it'll just be live from the bus with shitty 5G. Oh, I just heard Pac-Man calm down. Is the Jackery done? Yeah, pretty much. Not charging anymore. Well, sorry, it is. I looked at that and I immediately said, it's done charging. No, that's output. But it's, half of it was what it was, right? So it's just doing its top up. So now we will go back into the EcoFlow app, which is, oh, look at that. Wow, that worked out real well. All right then, we'll be able to get the heck out of here sooner rather than later. Okay, the last thing we need to do before we leave, while the generators are just finishing topping up, I've been breaking my own rules, wearing my booties inside. So we're gonna see if what we repaired at the beginning holds up. And we're going to Swiffer the floor. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't know. It's still got a bit of wiggle to it. I think that crazy glue did butt kiss. But anyways, let's start over here. Start scrubbing. Just do it lightly. We don't need to be using the strength of 1,000 armies to clean our floor. Well, you might need to use that sort of strength to clean your floor, but the tool you're using to do said job might not be able to handle it. Stupid, weak Swiffer. Get under the table. Get all the nasty bits out. Yeah. I invested in an entire box of these wet rags because even if I don't keep the bus, I'm going to be damn sure this is going to be the cleanest Vanlife floor ever. Round 2. All right, well, this one's a 99. That one's a 99. I think we're going to call it here. Neither one's moved in a while. They're just doing their tippy top up phases, and we don't got time for that. All right, so you stay there, you stupid. You're not even gonna go in there, are you, with your bulbous head? All right, just anyway. Come back out here. Unplug this. Good job. Close that, and kill it. Good night. Job well done, Pac-Man. Thank you for your services. All right, time to get everything packed up. Come on. Sorry, Fanny. Did I forget to move your scratcher back down after I cleaned? Here, let me help you out. I just hear her jump up here, and then I hear scratching. I'm like, what? All right, here you go. I'll put this back down there. There you go, my dear. Yes. All right, you've got food for the duration of the live stream, and then some. Let's say good night to Lucky. Also, hello, Lucky. Draw the curtains. Shut out the world. We don't like voyeurism around these parts, which is actually kind of strange to say, considering how much of my life I am just simply sharing online. All right, let's get this Starlink set up and see if it works. I was told you could even put it on the dash of the bus, and it might work. So that's what we're going to start with. Dish is back here. Let's grab that bad boy. And we'll put this up here. Well, actually, hang on. We're going to need the Ethernet cable, which is wrapped up here. I know, Fanny. Hang on. Working on it. Darn it. This cable is so obnoxiously long, but I guess that makes sense because you'd want to be able to move this sucker around depending on where you are, right? Let's try to keep this out of our way, shall we? Let's loop this up there. Bring this. Oh, I definitely have enough. Holy. I might have unwound just a touch too much. Okay. Well, whatever. Let's plug this in. Goes in this way. Hi-ya. Ooh, that's a satisfying connection. Stick this up here. Hopefully Walmart's not in the way. Close the curtain. We definitely don't need this much cable. So, string it up. I should have looped it that way. Oh well. It'll come down when we're done with the live stream anyway. I do have to go into Walmart to get myself some mix though for my adult beverages, so I want to make sure it's out of the way of the door. Perfect. Run this back here and then just wind back up what I don't need. So the excess cable's not driving me banana sandwich. There we go. All right, then we will unplug from this power bar, bring it over here, plug it into the jackery, give it some power, and then we wait for this sucker to power up, and then we're going to test our connection. There it is. Ding, 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 ding. Nice, Penny. Well, you're in my seat, but you know what? That's fine. You stay there. I'll sit over here. Oh, well, it would have been cute if you had just stayed put. Don't. Hi. Right, let's see if we can get connected here. What am I on? There it is. All right, let's connect to that. I should have my phone on me too to check the Starlink app. Although if everything's working, it should work. I tested it once the other day when I was down at Fish Creek Park and I had the actual dish outside and worked quite well. The speeds were nothing amazing, but they seemed stable enough. All right, we are connected. Let's go to speed test. Site can't be reached. We must not have a connection yet. This is what I need my phone for. We got to check that SpaceX app. Where's my phone? There it is. I keep saying SpaceX. It's not. It's this actual Starlink app. It's connecting. This might not work. Might be lots of obstructions. Like Walmart. I've got my Rogers MiFi point on over there for my HomePod music and whatnot. Wouldn't work while I was connected to that. I had to actually connect to the Starlink Wi-Fi on here. So now it's calculating orientation. And we shall see. Well, we're online, but I'm not thrilled with the speeds right now. Aside from this lovely advertisement over here, those are the speeds I'm getting. It's not ideal. I can usually get better from my cellular connection. I mean, I could alternatively put the dish like on Grace's roof maybe, but we will see. Either way, I gotta get myself ready for this live stream regardless. Actually, you know what I should do? Let me just see here. I'm gonna connect. All right, so that's that. Let's connect to my phone. We'll connect to the phone right over here. Okay, so there's that. There we go. Now let's do another speed test, shall we? We're tethered up there, and go. Dun 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 dun. Drum roll, please. Ooh, it's much worse. I must be in the worst connection spot ever. Maybe there won't be a live stream tonight. I'm glad I haven't posted anything yet. That is disastrous. It's just crazy times we live in. So the phone was slow-ish. Well, the down was slow. The up was fast. Now I'm on my Rogers MiFi box, and I'm getting 104 down and 9 up. That is my best option right now. Out of absolute sick curiosity, I am going to go put the Starlink dish on Grace's roof. Grace is right next door. All right, so this is happening. Got the cable running out here. We got the dish up on Grace's roof. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Oh boy. I would put it on the bus's roof, but the bus's roof is way up there. I mean, the down's not good, but the up's not too bad. It also says over here in the app that it might take 12 hours for Starlink to stabilize and whatnot, but, well, actually that message is gone now, interestingly enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this here, 36 down, 11 up. The up is great, and I think that's what I need for live streams anyway. I'm going to go into Hotel Walmart, get my mix, and then we'll come back and we'll do another one real fast before we do anything. All right, provisions secured. Yes, I know. Also decided to go with spicy salsa just in case. Apparently I'm feeling a little spicy myself, and there was a sale. Shut up. Okay, let's try this again. Go. New speed test. Let's Still connected to our Starlink? Yes, we are. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, the download is no good. No good. But we want to send stuff to space. How's that going to work out for us? Come on. That is really good. That is really, really good. So, a lot of people have been telling me to use Starlink, so tonight is the night. I'm excited to go live, hang out with the community, see how everybody's doing. I should probably move my pants, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this bad boy set the F up. Why not? I'll take some fries. This is what was happening right before I went live. Was the live successful? I don't know, but we were hanging out in here. Everybody else is in the chat over here. I'm about to spike Happy. Your name is now Hoppy Coffee, Vanlife, and Spiked McDonald's Coke Life. There you go, bud. Get it in ya. You are very welcome. This goes here. I don't know. Chat seems pretty good. Oh, Lindsay's in the chat.
Oh.
Hi, Lindsay. You were in the chat.
Sorry I didn't text you back.
This is what we... Terrible friend. This is what we were doing. I'm also making ice as I do. That's actually perfect timing. 11 minutes and I go live in 16. I'll have a drink 5 minutes before I need to go live. Okay.
Did I put the ice in?
I put it in the fridge so it doesn't melt. Feel free to use my garbage. Penny, you're so cute. You're going to have to move. That's where I'm going to sit.
Come here, Penny.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
You want to go with Amber? You want to go with Amber?
Yeah.
She says nay.
Aw.
Ah.
Come on, Penny.
She's
let's
going
go.
to stay in a party bus.
Go for it. Of course, you want to think it's yours.
2 minutes for ice. I don't know why I'm all excited about ice because I've actually got one more of these to get rid of as well. Excuse me, Penny. You got to scooch over. You got to scooch over, man. You got to scooch over. Or you can go sit on the other one. Or it'd be even better if you went and sat on the bed because then people could see you. Should we try to set that shot up and see? Come here. Or do you just want to stay beside me? I don't want to be far away from you. Oh, it's okay. Here. You can always come back. But look. Nice and cozy. Nice and cozy. See if she stays there. Yeah, right. All right, this is a pretty guerrilla style live stream. I guess I could, well, I need this light. I'm going to use the light that Lindsay got me for Christmas as my Illuminate Me light. My goodness. And then it's always good to have the laptop a little bit higher. So we'll use one of the plethora of Coke boxes to boost it up. There we go. Getting stuff done. I don't even know what that looks like, but that's pretty much all she wrote. Ice is done. 5 minutes left till the go live timer is up. And this is where I end my day. It's where I end the vlog. My day is going to continue for probably far too long still. It's just the way these things go. And if you're not part of them, I highly suggest stopping by and make sure you're subscribed and you got notifications turned on so you never miss a Van Life Plus episode. As for right now, I'm going to leave this one here and say thank you very much for watching. And until that next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. Remember, you can't make everybody happy because you're not tacos. I'm going to see if I can make at least these people happy. Ciao. Ciao.